Hello everybody, welcome back to Mecom Music TV. Now today we're going to be talking about something that's also kind of controversial, but I wouldn't say as if because, well, he's still alive. We're going to be talking about 6ix9ine. Just kind of in general, just kind of like his time in hip-hop, kind of what it meant. I'll tell some stories about how I got into him, how I've, listened to his music, and the future of music. But yeah, mainly going to be around his time, what he did, influence, all that. So, Six9, no, 6ix9ine. He became popular, like late 2016, early 2017? I don't know. I remember the first time I ever saw him, like anywhere, or heard of who this guy was. It was a meme. I can't remember what year this was. It had to be like early 2017 or something like that. Maybe late 2016, right? It was a meme that I'm gonna paraphrase, but it was something like this is like the final SoundCloud rapper boss. It was something stupid like that, and it was a picture of 6ix9ine. But at the time, I just barely noticed because I saw all his tattoos. Like, all right, this has to be some like joke rapper. He has been for a joke, but eventually. I just kept seeing him more. I'm like, oh, this guy's an actual musician, and I just thought all the 6ix9ine tattoos all across his body. I was just like, I don't think I could ever listen to this guy. But lo and behold, somehow I heard some of his stuff, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. So he kind of came out of nowhere, right? He's was kind of rising due to just how absurd he looked with like his grill, his hair, his tattoos. Man, his music is actually good too. Well, just a good bit of it, right? So, I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, he had his first project in 2018, Day 69 Graduation Day. There were some great tracks. I mean, like Billy, Gumo Rondo. I mean, pretty much the whole thing's pretty good. I mean, it's solid for some kind of like a SoundCloud rapper mixtape, because I'm pretty sure it was a mixtape, not really an album. And then in 2018, oh, these are both in 2018. I forgot that he released some Day 69 2018. He released Dummy Boy in 2018, which is his actual debut album, and I mean it had Stupid, Fifi, Kika, Mama, Kinga. It had some pretty good songs in there too. I'm not gonna lie. I do prefer Dummy Boy. I will say right now. So yeah, that was kind of my thing with 6ix9ine really, which is I kind of saw him as like a joke at first, just of how he looked. Then I realized that he had some good stuff, and I listened to his projects, and I enjoyed them to an extent. I don't have every song off saved. I have more off Dummy Boy saved than Day 6ix9ine. They're both very solid projects though. So let's talk about his time, what he did in hip hop. Besides, the two projects, he did a lot. He got involved in a lot of beefs, with like Chief Keef. That's just off the top of my head. I can't name more people, but I know he's been involved with more people because I didn't pay like close attention to him, right? I mean, he loved to he was constantly flexing all his like jewelry, like all over his Instagram on like radio shows, man, like Breakfast Club. It's just, I don't know. He was everywhere for a while, and a lot of people they were completely dismissing him before listening to him, which is understandable because he like coming off, if you're like just figuring out about him, he's gonna come off very, very standoffish. Because I mean, he's, I don't know, if you know, right? So he got involved in a lot of beefs. He was doing a lot of features. He was just going crazy pretty much. Now he was involved in a gang too. I can't remember what the name of the gang was, but he became involved with the legitimate gang because just so he could say that he's living what he's rapping about, which is respectable, but it was ultimately his downfall. I'll just say I would have preferred if he just kind of maybe rapped about that kind of stuff without actually doing it, just because the music sounds good. I don't know, just with his like screaming voice. I don't know. I'm not really into like scream rap, but like 6ix9ine I can get behind, because I don't know, it just sounds good. I know he really wasn't like the best person. He did some really questionable things. I don't really like him as a person. I just like some of the music. I just kind of like to separate like the art from the artist, right? But I mean, it was just a lot of social media stuff. Was like saying mainly on Instagram. He wasn't really on Twitter. The Instagram trolling was just like his thing. I remember multiple instances where he like got like beat up and robbed a couple of times. That made some news on like Twitter, Instagram, obviously. So he had 2018 was like a really huge year for him. I don't know. He was definitely probably like SoundCloud rapper of the year, even though he really didn't really do much SoundCloud stuff. But he's just kind of considered a SoundCloud rapper, I guess, just because of how how he looks with like the tattoos and the hair, all the colors. Although SoundCloud rap really isn't as big of a thing anymore. He was, I think, like 6ix9ine, XXX, and Ski Master, some of like the last SoundCloud rappers, or some of like the last popular ones of his generation. Cause like, I don't know, most artists just kind of debut through like Spotify now. Like whether it's like through like being an industry plant or just, it's not hard to put music on Spotify. Because I remember like the old generation, like I remember when like Lil Uzi Vert was like considered like a SoundCloud rapper. Now he's mainstream. I don't know. Maybe I'm not paying too much attention to the SoundCloud scene. I probably shouldn't talk. Anyway, so his presence in hip hop and what he did, it was just a lot of chaos, pretty much. And he really just served kind of for like a really fun time, because he was a funny dude. Like you can't, like, if you just following his Instagram, like he's just, I don't know, he's just a very entertaining and funny guy. That I will give to him. And really, ultimately, like looking back on it, I mean, he was big for that year, but 2019, he just dropped off the face of the earth. Well, because of his court case, that whole deal. I'll get to that in a second. So 2018 was like his only like, year where he was being talked about often, because now, like I understand that he's been like locked away and he really can't make music, but also like people just don't talk about it anymore. Like people are still talking about Bobby Shmurda, and he didn't put out much. 6ix9ine put out more than him, and people are still constantly talking about Bobby Shmurda. Now, I'm not gonna get into which one's better. That's not the point. It's just like a rapper that had some huge success and then got locked away. I mean, we've seen it with like TK too, right? He's still locked behind bars, and he's probably going to be for a while. And people are still talking about him, wanting to free him and stuff. But we do know that Bobby Shmurda is coming out of prison like next year, I think. So we know he's coming back. He's not gonna have to disappear forever like 6ix9ine. So his time in hip hop aside, which I explained in conclusion, I'll just wrap that up right now. It was really just a mix of like crazy trolling, a mix of some good music. It was just a crazy time with them, because like I said, like I saw all these like hip hop pages reporting on like Breakfast Club, Everyday Struggle, back when that was still kind of popular. I don't think it is anymore. Ever since Joe Budden left, so it was just a crazy time, and you can't deny probably some of the influence. I bet there are going to be some rappers who, and he's not the first, rapper to scream and yell on most of his tracks. There were more before him, but looking at how not many people are talking about him, I don't think he's going to have much more influence anymore, if he was going to have any, because some rappers, like, you don't need to have influence to be like a great rapper, in my opinion. I mean, that's a nice bonus, but like for him, people are just not talking about him anymore, and with that, he has no chance of influence. But then again, scream rap has been a thing. It's not like he's the pioneer of it. I mean, he was one of the mainstream an artist to go kind of mainstream doing that. He didn't scream in all of his songs. He had more, like Gumo. That wasn't really screaming, But yeah, his time was short lived, but it wasn't. It was a fun time. That's all I can say. There's not gonna be much influence from it. I mean, I'm never gonna forget him. You can't, but I feel like a lot of people are. And that's what kind of stinks. But why are people gonna forget him? Well, as it's obvious, he got arrested for all the gang stuff. I don't know the specifics. I know he was like calling hits on people. He had like, I think, like gun charges. He was doing gang stuff, and he publicly admitted to it over on Instagram and in his song. So I don't know why he kind of snitched on himself. So I don't know if this is his plan. I don't know what went through his mind. There's no way he's stupid enough. I don't think he's stupid, right? He's smart, clearly. He knows what he's doing. Because I remember in a Breakfast Club interview, he said that he knows how his music's trash. But, like, it's hot trash is what he says. Because, like, he knows it's not that good, but people love it. Because it's not that hard to make what he does. And it's just kind of some like basic lyrics. I mean, you get someone like Nicki Minaj on a track. That track was big for him, right? So he knows his stuff isn't good. He knows his lyrics are just kind of, some of his lyrics are trash, but he's like cool with it. He's like, well, it's clearly getting me what I want and the attention I want. So that's respectable. So he's not dumb at all. So that has led me to believe that he wanted to get locked away. Maybe he wanted to get away from like the fame because what he did, right? So he was gonna have like a 7 year, not a 7 year sentence. It was like 40 something years, because he was gonna, if he got the years that he was going to get, he was gonna get out when he was 69. I'm pretty sure he's like 22, 21, early 20s. So he was gonna get a crazy amount of years for all the stuff he did. But since he was in the gang, he snitched on a lot of people, and so he got like pretty much like no jail time, I don't think, or if not a very minimalist amount, or just minimal amount, not minimalist, because you need to snitch on a lot of people and say a lot of things to get 40 years taken off, or even like 30, right? Say he still has 10, which I don't even think he has any. You still need to snitch on a lot of people. So what I'm not even sure if this is confirmed, but from what I've seen, he's gonna go into the witness protection program. So he's gonna probably like get his tattoos removed, change his hair color, change his name. He might get some like plastic surgery. He's gonna move to another country. We're unfortunately probably never gonna hear from 6ix9ine again, which in my opinion stinks. Because I know a lot of people don't care about him or thought he was trash or are glad to see him go. But I enjoyed his energy. I thought he was like a really funny guy. I do think it sucks that we're never gonna hear from him again, most likely, unless he somehow decides to come out the women's prison program. Although that would pretty much be suicide, because the members that are still in the gang that he was in probably want to kill him or do something bad to him, which I don't condone being in a gang or gang violence, but also at the same time, if you're in a gang, I understand that you're not gonna want to let someone like that live or go on, right? So the future of 6ix9ine, it's just gonna be nothing. I mean, he can make a return, but then he'll probably be dead soon. I mean, I doubt he could get enough protection to protect him like for like that long. Just he could be caught at a vulnerable position at any time and just get shot and killed. And I obviously don't think he wants that. So I think he knew what he was doing, because I don't think he could have just. Then there's a question to ask. Maybe he could have just stopped making music. He just could have left the gang. You can't really just leave gangs, I don't think, especially all the stuff he was saying in his raps. So it's probably like his only choice. Who knows? Like maybe if he didn't. Maybe if he didn't, actually get that involved with the gang, he obviously would have been fine. But it's just a gray area where I just don't know what his intentions were, because there's no way he's that stupid, to be like, to publicly embrace all this gang stuff that he's doing, and and have him not think that he would get caught for it or get in prison for it. So in my mind, I think he definitely had some kind of plan in mind. Like he knew what he was doing. I wouldn't doubt it. But what caused him to actually, make him to go off the face of the earth? I don't know. But that's given the theory that he did choose this, which is honestly my opinion. I think he knew what he was doing here. But it stinks at the end of the day. But I think he can go on as an example for rappers who maybe don't. So if there's a rapper and they're doing what 6ix9ine is doing, but not knowingly and not knowing that you're probably gonna get caught and have to go into hiding, then look at 6ix9ine as an example. Yeah, it's like if you want to do this, if you want to get some like a good year of popularity doing all this crazy gang stuff and then snitching your gang, go into a protection program, move to another country, never be seen again, go ahead. But if you don't have any intention of doing that, do not do what 6ix9ine did. I think that wraps up just some my quick thoughts on 6ix9ine. It sucks I'll never see him again, but most likely I'll hold out little hope. But like, so I gotta mention, the dude had a co-sign from Kanye West. Kanye West had him on 2 songs. That's just bizarre to me. That just goes to show that's very restrictive. He got Nicki Minaj, but I think that Kanye features the most impressive because it's Kanye West. He's obviously one of the greatest of all time. I don't know if we'll ever see the likes of someone like 6ix9ine again. I mean, no one could ever. I mean, he had a song with 50 Cent too. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on 6ix9ine. I will see you next time. Goodbye.